How did you integrate technologies, software, hardware and online in this project? The abundance of software and programs made available to me during this project have allowed me to execute advanced production of a music video. After all footage had been collected using a variety of hardware, it was uploaded onto Adobe Premiere Pro. This allowed us to place footage into a timeline, and the ability to cut and move footage around enabled us to create a temporal order of footage following a non-linear narrative. We altered the speed of certain clips to either speed them up or create a slow motion effect, all of which is done to create dramatic effect and intrigue the audience. We cut footage together to transition synchronous to the music, amplifying the music further. Premiere Pro also allowed us to alter the imagery of the footage. We added colour overlays and altered the saturation. For example, when representing the flashbacks of the relationship, we made the footage black and white and added a soft purple tint. This desaturated footage helps symbolise the past, but also creates continuity of the colourful leitmotif used throughout and complies to genre conventions. This created a professional and advanced product as it allowed us to apply connotations to our footage, which helps create audience readings and response. After importing a video damage effect from YouTube online software, we imported it as a colour overlay onto this past footage to signify their old videos further. To enhance this effect, I also added a wave effect, which goes through the footage in order for the audience to visualise the footage from an old camera point of view. This past footage is juxtaposed against present footage of the female artist alone. We used bright colour overlays and performance to highlight her grown strength and independence. Goodwin emphasised the importance of creating narrative in music videos. He suggested it allows the lyrics to seem more realistic and allows the audience to understand them further. Using After Effects, I removed the green screen from performative footage using the chroma key tool. This made the star to appear on a black background. We did this because a plain background was unavailable to us during filming, so we innovatively created our own using chroma key. We originally wanted to cut the star alone onto different backgrounds, however found the black background effective as it signifies there is light in the dark, showing her strength and independence further. We also adjusted this with pink colour overlays to create a performative, genre-complying aesthetic. We also demonstrated our use of After Effects further by making the lyrics appear on the screen, synchronous to the lyrics of the music. Complying to Goodwin's theory of creating relationship between music and visuals. For example, this is used in lyric videos such as Major Lazer and DJ Snake's Lean On official lyric video. However, we also discovered that very few existing official videos display the lyrics on the screen during the music video. Therefore, we decided not to use this as we realised the footage already represented the narrative of the song sufficiently. After taking still images and playing with manual focus to experiment and improve my photography skills using a Nikon camera hardware, I selected 6 different but similar images to use on each side of my digipack. I imported these images into Photoshop and manipulated them using colour overlays. This created a clear motif across all my images on my digipack, improving the continuity of the products. I also integrated the leitmotif of roses from the music video into my digipack. Roses were used in my music video to signify the romance narrative and have been used on my digipack for aesthetic purposes. They comply with house music genre conventions known for colour and summertime. To record progress of my developing work, I used QuickTime to screen record my work and website. I then uploaded this to my blog as evidence of progression between drafts. The hardware used allowed me to produce my initial footage before advancing the mise-en-scene and narrative through editing. We filmed our footage in various settings with different styles, narrative and performative, using a Panasonic HD DVD camera. Unlike in our foundation portfolio, our camera was taken off autofocus, requiring us to focus the camera manually. We use equipment to aid our filming. For example, we use a tripod to produce an accurately steady panning shot. We decided to use a panning shot with a tripod because in the shot, the female star is on one side of the bed and it pans across the room to show him on the other side, signifying their distance and disrupted relationship. Alternative camera equipment used was a GoPro. This enabled us to recreate footage inspired by Martin Garrix's and BB Rex's In the Name of Love, where they were filmed falling into water and underwater. We required filming underwater to symbolise the star's rebirth and cleansing from her past relationship. This water symbolism became a repeated leitmotif carried throughout the production. It also enhanced the performative aspects in which Goodwin suggested was important when engaging the audience and amplifying the star image. Filming underwater challenged us creatively, as it required different camera equipment and was also challenging when attempting to film steady shots whilst constantly moving when swimming. We used key lighting when in the studio to focus the light onto the star, making her the centre of attention. We adjusted the colour of the key lighting using gel filters, which overlaid the light, creating a colourful mise-en-scene. To enhance the mise-en-scene further, we decided to use a projector. We displayed a video of colourful ink through water onto the white wall. The stars then performed in front of the wall, so the colour was projected onto them. This dynamic movement of colour is intriguing for the audience and represents the dynamic shift in their relationship. We used a Nikon camera with manual focus to take still images, whilst filming to build a selection of photos to be used for our websites and digipack. It also provided images of evidence of us filming, of which we uploaded to our Wix blog, to record our actions and progress. This allowed us to reflect on our progress and create goals to improve. To edit footage and pictures taken, we use Apple Macs. These computers provided an excellent operating system, allowing us to use different software programs that we pre-downloaded. They made the long process of editing simple and enjoyable to do. Online platforms have advanced our use of different programs and presentation of our work in innovative ways. Like our foundation portfolio, we use Wix to create a blog, to record our work and show clear progression throughout the project. We also use Wix to create a website for our star. This demonstrates how we would distribute our products and broaden our star's online presence and global recognition, as it offers free, worldwide access like social media. We have used YouTube to research similar artists and their music videos. For example, Calvin Harris's How Deep Is Your Love gave us inspiration to base the music video on following a young female's journey through our narrative. Viewing Lana Del Rey's Summertime Sadness Spinning Records remix helped us to visualise our falling backwards motif when planning. To develop our old footage leitmotif, I downloaded a damaged footage overlay from YouTube. I imported it into Premiere Pro software, enhancing the mise-en-scene and signifying the narrative further. I also used YouTube to view Premiere Pro and Photoshop tutorials. This enabled me to replicate my idealised editing and fulfil my ideas. This therefore allowed me to present editing at an advanced level, as for example I learned how to use Chrome Key and After Effects to remove a green screen from the background. I also learned how to create a wave effect from my old footage, which aided the semiotics and signify the past. When conducting audience research into our target audience, I used SurveyMonkey to create questionnaires with a variety of questions and multiple choice answers. This enabled me to recognise trends and things to do or avoid in my house music video due to the customer preference made clear in the answers. It was helpful to identify the house music audience, understanding their similar values and beliefs, and helped us to understand how we could incorporate this into our video. Furthering our audience research, I interviewed a focus group and made a video of this using Premiere Pro. I then uploaded this to Vimeo, which I was able to embed into my Wix blog as evidence of research in preparation for my music video. I experimented with other websites such as eMaze and ThingLink to provide alternative presentation of my work and broaden my capability of using different programs. When creating my brand identity and logo, I used thefont.com to find different possibilities of fonts to use. After creating a selection of logo ideas, I presented them on eMaze and picked one in which I thought represented the genre the most. It is a simplistic white font to create a white on black and underlined it to draw attention to the name itself. I researched other well-known DJ logos for inspiration of this. For example, Calvin Harris, Martin Garrix and David Guetta all use white font on black backgrounds. Using this therefore complies to genre conventions of the DJs in the house music genre. In conclusion, Prezi has been useful when creating an interactive presentation of my work, such as my treatment form and my compulsory question 1. In addition to uploading my visual work onto my blog, I've also attached a written version through the use of DocDroid, which allows you to upload files to websites with ease. Hardware, software and online software were all required when producing my advanced portfolio of a music video, as without these technologies I would not have been able to create and edit my products. They allowed us to explore and comply to genre conventions and use semiotics to create connotations of the visuals. Also, without different technologies I would have been unable to record my progress from my foundation portfolio to my advanced portfolio.